In a laundry, you need to be a good operator. And just growing the revenue doesn't improve or grow the business. It's a huge lever. It makes more fun. You earn more money. It changes everything.
Christian, many laundry owners are busy from morning to night. How do you spot the difference between being operationally active and actually moving the business forward?
I think it's very easy to spot. You just have to look at your evaluation and look back a few years and see whether your business is improving or not. If your business is improving, then you're doing something well. And if it's just always the same and it's always tough and you always have the feeling that you are in the fire brigade, then obviously you are in an operational mode yourself.
And why do so many laundries, even with just a couple of associates, but also with 30, 60, 120 employees, still funnel most of the decisions through the one owner?
I think on the one hand, it's management style. In a laundry, you need to be a good operator. We are just in time with our customers. We have many employees. We have many HR issues and stuff. So there is lots to do during the day. And if you are not careful, then this consumes you. I think that's part of the business. It's also an opportunity. If you do it well, then you are probably ahead of the competition.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes there seems to be a little bit of a misconception out there of laundry owners thinking once we grow, things will become easier. And do you see that, or does it rather increase stress instead of creating relief?
Growth doesn't help at all. Growth only helps if you organize the business in a professional way. If you delegate and build up your management stuff, then growth can help because then you can delegate even more. But when you have an issue that you are running the business yourself, then growth will not help you because you do not have the focus on improving the business. And just growing the revenue doesn't improve or grow the business. It grows just.
Okay. So it can mean, yes,
margin.
The revenue grows, but the complexity also grows in the same time.
Most of the time, yeah.
And besides of the time that an owner who is the bottleneck is investing into the business, like what else does it cost the actual laundry?
It's tough because you see the effects only downstream. I watched one very interesting video of one management consultant, and he made a point. In this case, it was $10 for an hour and $100 and $200. Right now, with inflation, I would say the value of a normal worker at the shop floor is $20 an hour. The value of a supervisor is something like $200 an hour. Then you have the entrepreneur. And when you make strategic decisions, then you can value your time at least with $2,000 an hour. It doesn't take too much time to make strategic decisions, but it changes everything. And can help to grow the business, can help to improve the bottom line and to grow operating margin, say 5% or something, or 10%, and then you can calculate the value of these decisions. The same is with HR decisions. It's a huge lever, and we probably has a value of $1,000 to $2,000 in greater organizations, even $10,000 an hour to make the right decision for the right key personnel. When you think what is the value of what I'm doing, then it helps you to make the decision that you focus on these things.
From your experience, what is a common wrong conclusion owners draw about the situation, and does more work help?
More $20 an hour contributions will not increase the value of the business, will not help you to be an entrepreneur. And even if you are doing just $200 an hour tasks, it will not move the needle big time. Of course, if you have a small business, then you have not the luxury just to focus on the big tasks. Still, you need to force yourself to do the important work as an entrepreneur.
So it's not about working harder, because that can't fix unclear roles. It's more about analyzing the situation and understanding what needs to change. So if there is an owner listening to that and recognizing themselves, what is something they can do right now, not like in 12 months, but in this moment, to do a first step?
Twice, 4 times a year, I take my own job description as an entrepreneur, which is to define the strategy, to define the organization, to improve management quality, have relationships with key persons outside of the organization, and represent the company. These are the 6 tasks that you cannot delegate. I evaluate myself always, is this green, yellow, or red? And this helps me to see the urgency. For instance, I evaluated myself that improving the management quality here at this plant where I'm right now in Germany is yellow, and HR is also yellow. So this was what we focus on. So for me, for instance, strategy is green, organization is green, but we need to, in my case, focus more on developing people and improving the management quality. And it just takes, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. Not a big deal.
That sounds like very well invested time. It doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
So now, Christian, you are working with laundries in exactly that situation where the owners are the bottleneck. So what do you see typically changing when the owners address the structure instead of just working harder?
It makes more fun. You earn more money. We got entrepreneurs increasing sales and bottom line, and also having more fun in doing business, because then you're not always in a crisis mode.
And do you have any last words for the audience?
We introduced lean management in my company back then in Austria, 2009. We started there. It was really tough, like moving a train yourself with bare hands for the first 2 or 3 years. And then all of a sudden, I saw that this department, for instance, was reorganized, and I didn't say anything. I didn't make any contribution, and the people did it themselves. And this was, for me, one of my best experiences, to see people developing. What I can encourage everybody is to invest in people. I'm sure that everybody has 1, 2, or 3, or 5 persons in the organization that are worth investing.
Thanks, Christian, for these last tips. And I think everyone has a takeaway to go the first step and make a change. And if you are a laundry owner and you're constantly involved in daily operations, it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong as a person. It usually means the business structure evolved in a way that made you the system. The good news, when it's a structural problem, you can actually fix it. You find the link below to learn more about Leanlaundry's work with industrial laundries and to our free newsletter with practical operation and leadership improvements. If this interview was useful for you, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll keep sharing practical content for laundry leaders who want to perform with less owner dependency. See you soon.
See you. Bye-bye.